Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So what happened? Very few people are there.
Sir, other class attendance was going on actually.
Please inform your friends to join the class immediately because we have very started join. So okay, in the last class we have seen a partial order relation. That is, the question was draw the Hesse diagram representing the partial order relation, that is subset relation. Collection of all ordered pair A, comma B, where A and B are subsets of a given set capital X, and A is related to B means A is a subset of B. Okay, then on the power set of X, we have seen or we have drawn a first directed graph. First, we have found out what is the power set of a given set A. This is the set of elements: empty set, singleton set A, singleton set B, singleton set C, and two element sets A, B, and two element sets AC, two element set BC, and the whole set. So this is the power set of A. Power set of A is nothing but all possible subsets of given set. So this is the power set of A. Okay, then we have started empty as a first element. Then empty set is a subset of every set. So therefore, empty set is a subset of empty set itself. So therefore, there is a self loop. And then empty set is a subset of each set. So therefore, there is a line from empty set to all subsets. Similarly, we have drawn self loop at each node because every set is a subset of itself. So therefore, there is a line from the vertex to itself. So therefore, there is a self loop. And then A is a subset of AB and A is a subset of AC. So therefore, there is a line from A to AB and A to AC. Similarly, A is a subset of ABC. So therefore, there is a line from A to ABC. In this way, we have drawn the directed graph. See, the Hasse diagram is very simple. First, we have to remove the all self. We have to remove all self loops at all nodes. We have to remove all self loops. Second thing is, if there is any if there is any yeah, edge due to the translation, we have to remove that edge. See, for example, see, there is an edge due to the translation. I can move the edge AB from pi in this way, from here pi to A and A to AB. But there is another edge directly from pi to AB. See, therefore we can remove. See, look at this crossed edges. See, therefore this is the edge due to the translation. See, the partial order relation itself a transitive relation. See, therefore no need to draw the edge due to the translation or transitivity. Okay, similarly, look at this. We can reach AC from pi in this way, pi to A and A to AC. See, look at this edge. There is a direct edge from pi to AC. See, therefore, we can remove this edge. In this way, we got a new graph. And another last point is, see, this is the Hesse diagram. See, therefore, no need to represent the direction. No need to represent the direction. Fine. See, this is a Hesse diagram, empty set. See, look at this. There was an edge from pi to AB. Now we removed it because this graph says that this itself a translated, I mean, transitive relation, because a partial order relation is a transitive relation. So therefore, no need to draw the edge due to transitivity. Transitivity. Okay. See, this is a Hesse diagram. Then next, I go to the next problem. In order to understand better way, I'll give simple problem. Already we have drawn the same graph in one problem. Then see, we will show this is the partial order relation. Then for the partial order relation, we will find out the Hesse diagram for this. Okay, now see today's question is draw the digraph. Draw the digraph. Draw the digraph. Digraph representing the partial order relation. Partial order relation, that is collection of all a comma b such that a divides b. This is the collection on the set 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. See, therefore there are 8 nodes, and reduce the Hesse diagram. Reduce the Hesse diagram from the given. Okay. See, every number divides itself. So therefore, there is a self loop at each node. Okay. See, 1 divides 1 itself. So therefore, there is a self loop. 2 divides 2 itself. So therefore, there is a self node. So therefore, there is a self node at each node. I have considered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are nodes. Okay. And 1 divides each number. See, therefore, there is a line from 1 to each node. Look at this. 1 divides 2, 1 divides 4, 1 divides 8, 1 divides 3, 1 divides 6, 1 divides 5, 1 divides 7. See, therefore, we have drawn edge from 1 to every node. Okay, because 1 divides each number. And 2 divides all even numbers. 2 divides 2 itself, 2 divides 4, 2 divides 6, and 2 divides 8. See, therefore, 2 divides 4, there is an edge, and then an edge from 2 to 8, an edge from 2 to 4, an edge from 2 to 6. And 3 divides 3 itself as well as 6. See, therefore, there is an edge from 3 to 6. Okay, and 6 divides 6 itself, but there is no other number which divisible by 6. See, therefore, no, there is no edge from 6. There is no edge from 6 except the self loop. Similarly, this is the directed graph for the above partial order relation. So from this, we are going to extract the Hesse diagram. Look at this. I can travel from 1 to 4 in this way. 1 to 2 and 2 to 4. 1 to 2 and 2 to 4. But there is an edge, straight edge from 1 to 4. See, therefore, we have to remove this edge. Similarly, I can travel from 2 to 8 in this way. 2 to 4, 4 to 8. But there is a straight edge from 2 to 8. See, therefore, I can remove this edges. Students, can you able to see my cursor? Can you able to see my cursor? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see your board, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. See, therefore, we can remove this edge, and we can remove this edge. Okay, and I can travel from 1 to 8 in this way. 1 to 2 and 2 to 4, 2 to 4 and 4 to 8. See, therefore, this is a straight edge from 1 to 8. See, this is due to transitivity. See, therefore, we can remove this edge also. Similarly, we can travel from 1 to 6 in this way. 1 to 3 and 3 to 6. But there is an edge, straight edge from 1 to 6. This is due to transitivity. See, therefore, we can remove this edge. Okay, and there is no other edges. Then we'll have a simple Hesse diagram. First, let me note down this. This is 1. Okay, and this is 2, 3, 3, 5, and 7, and this is 4, and then what about this? This is 8, and this is 6. So the Hesse diagram is like this. Then due to this edge, we have to join 2 and 4. So this is, and from 4 to 8 there is an edge. So therefore we have to draw this. Okay, and from 2 to 6 there is an edge. So you have to draw this, and from 1 to 3, 1 to 3 there is an edge, and from here there is another edge. So therefore you draw like this. Okay, then these two edges, then another edge from 1 to 7. See, this is the Hesse diagram. You have removed all the self edges, I mean self loops, and then all the edges due to the transitivity. Okay, see, this is the Hesse diagram. This is the Hesse diagram of the above graph. Okay. See, next one, I'm going to discuss about the transitive closure. Transitive closure. That means sometimes we may have a transitive relation in the given relation. Sometimes we may not have the transitive relation, but if you have any relation, we can make the transitive. We can make the transitive relation by using some algorithm. Such algorithm is called Warshall's algorithm. Okay, relation. If it is see the given relation itself a transitive relation, then the Warshall algorithm gives the same answer. Suppose if not, if the relation is not a transitive relation, by using the if you apply the Warshall's algorithm step by step, then then we will get the transitive relation at last. Okay, it is very easy procedure. The transitive closure, we mean that making the given relation into a transitive relation. Okay, what is the definition of a transitive closure? Transitive closure. Transitive closure means making making the relation making the relation into the transitive relation. So this is the transitive closure. Okay, let me start with one simple problem. Then we'll go for some other. 1 minute. See, the question is find the transitive closure. 1 minute. Find the transitive closure on the set capital X consists of only 4 elements. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. and then the corresponding relation R is this is 1 comma 1 1 comma 1, then 1 comma 3 1 comma 4 1 comma 4 2 comma 2 3 comma 4 4 comma 1. How many elements are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Is it 1 2 3 4 5 6? So, see, this is the relation. First thing is, while applying the Warshall's algorithm, we have to form the matrix representation of, or we have to find out the matrix representation of the given relation. Okay, see how many elements are there in capital X? Capital X consists of 4 elements. See, therefore, the size of the matrix will be 4 cross 4. Size of the matrix will be 4 cross 4. See, therefore, the matrix representation of solution, the matrix representation of R is what? Tell me. What is the matrix representation of R? What is the first row? Students, what is the first row of the matrix representation of R? This is 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 or 1 1 0. 1 comma 2 is not there, right?
Yes, sir.
See, therefore 1 0 and then 1 comma 3 is it. See, therefore 1 here 1 comma 4 is there. See, therefore this is 1. And 2 comma 1 is not there. See, therefore put 0. And 2 comma 2 is there. See, therefore put 1. And 2 comma 3 is not there. See, therefore 0. 2 comma 4 is not there. See, therefore 0. 3 comma 1 not there. 0. See that this is 0. This is 0. And 3 comma 4 is there. See, therefore this is 1. And 4 comma 1 is there. See, therefore put 1 and 0 0 0. Okay. Now the Warshall's algorithm says that, see, this is the initial matrix. Initial matrix. First, I will explain what is the Warshall's algorithm. See, this is a step-by-step procedure to construct the transitive closure. First, come to the first column of the matrix. Okay, wherever we have a non-zero entries, that is 1, you collect those entries. This is the position is 1. Okay, this is 1 and this is 4. Then come to the first row. Then what are the position having non-zero entries? 1, 3, 4. Okay, then make the combination 1 comma 1 comma 1, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4. Okay, similarly 4 comma 1, 4 comma 3, 4 comma 4. Okay, suppose if you have 1 comma 1, we have number 1, leave it. Suppose if it is 0, then make it 1. In the new combination, if the number is 1, leave it. If the number is 0, then make it as 1. Okay, this is the first step. In the second step, after replacing zeros by 1, we have to take that matrix as the initial matrix. Then we have to go to the second row and the second column. Then we have to form a new matrix. Okay. Then suppose if there is any place in which 0 is there, but due to the new entry, if you are having 1, then just replace 0 by 1, then get a new matrix. Then you take that matrix as the initial matrix, then go to the column 3 and column 4 like this until the last row and last column. So this is the procedure. Very simple. You first construct a matrix representation of a given matrix. Then first consider the first column. Then collect all the position of non-zero entries. See, for example, in this matrix, first row and fourth row is non-zero. See, therefore, in the first column, 1 comma 4. Then in the first row, there are 3 non-zero entries. 1 first place, third place, and fourth place. See, therefore, collect these suffixes, that is 1 comma 3 comma 1 comma 3 comma 4. Then make a combination like 1 comma 1 comma 1, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, and 4 comma 1, 4 comma 3. These are the entries. Location of matrices, location of matrix entries. Okay, in these places we have to make, if 1 is there, leave it. If 0 is there, you just make it as 1. See, this is the Warshall's algorithm. Okay, I'll start my work. See, this is the position of ones in column K. Position of ones in column K, and the position of ones in row K. Okay, and the new position of ones in the matrix. Okay, and this is the matrix WK. This is the matrix WK. Actually, this is these two columns for WK minus 1. These two columns for WK minus 1. Actually, this is our initial matrix W0. Our MR is where W is 0. Initial matrix. Now come to the first column. What are the entries? In which we have a non-zero numbers?
First and fourth.
1, 4, right? This is 1, 4. Then come to the first row, in which what are the entries having non-zero entries or non-zero numbers?
1, 3, 4.
1, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 3, 4. Okay, now make a combination. First take this element. This is the first coordinate element, and these are the second coordinate elements. See, therefore, first I take this one, and all these three combination. That is 1, 1, 1, and 1, 3, 1, 4. Okay, then come to the second element. This is 4. I start with the 4. Then combination. See, these are the second coordinate elements. See, therefore 4, 1. Okay, and 4, 3, and 4, 4. See, in these places, for example, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 4, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 4. If already 1 is there, you just leave it. If 0 is there, you make it as 1. See, therefore, this is a step K. Of course, K equal to 1. K equal to 1 here. Okay, now, yeah, what is our matrix? Our matrix is, let me start with the given matrix. Already, wherever 1 is there, you just place those entries. 1, this is 1, 1, and here it is 1, and here it is 1, and this is 1. Okay. Okay, now we have to make 1, 1 as 1. Already 1, 1 is there. Just leave it. 1, 3 already 1. 1, 4 already 1. Leave it. Then 4, 1 already 1. But 4, 3. Look at this. 4, 3. Here it is 0, right? Here it is 0. See, therefore make it 1 here. Make it 1. Then 4, 4. Here it is 0. In initial matrix it is 0. See, therefore, but in the new algorithm it is 1. See, therefore make this as 1. A minute. So this is 1. Okay, and rest of the entries are 0. So this is 0, 0, and 0. Okay, see, this is the new matrix. Look at this. In the first step, our old matrix is modified as another one. In the next step, we have to take this matrix as, W1 as a initial matrix. W1 as a initial matrix. Okay, fine. Now, in the first matrix W1, come to the second column. Which entry is non-zero? I think something is missing, right? There are 4 rows, no? See, therefore these, there are some entries.
0,
0, 0, 0. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, now Now come to the second stage. Second stage. What is a non-zero entry in the second column? Position.
2.
2, right? Very good. It is 2. Then, what is a non-zero entry in the second row? Position.
2.
That is also 2, right? Here also I think it is 0, right? So this is 0. Okay, see, therefore this is 2. Okay, this is 2. Fine. Then the combination is 2, 2, 2. We have to make this 2, 2 element as 1. 2, 2 element as 1. Then matrix. Already it is 1. See, therefore that matrix, I mean, W1 will be equal to W2. 1, 0, 1, 1. And then 0, 1, 0, 0. And 0, 0, 0, 1. And then 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, fine. Now we have to take the W2 as the initial matrix for the step 3. See, this is the step 2 and step 3. Step 3. Come to the column number 3. Column number 3. What are the elements that are having the non-zero entries?
One.
1. Only 1. Come to the column number 3. Column number 3. 1, 4, right?
Yes, sir.
1, 1, 4. Then come to the column number, I mean row number 3. Row number 3.
4.
4. Okay, see, this is 4. Now the combination. 1, this is 1, 4. 1, 4 and 4, 4, 4. Now we have to make the element in the position 1, 4 and 4, 4 as 1. Then we will get the new matrix. Okay, so that is, I just start with this. You have to make 1, 4. Already 1, 4 is 1 and 4, 4. That is also 1. See, therefore, so this is 1, 0, 1, 1 and 0, 1, 0, 0 and 0, 0. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 1 and then 1, 0, 1, 1. See, this is the matrix W3. So this is your W3. W3. Okay, fine. Now we are going for step or last step of Warshall's algorithm. Now come to the column number 4, fourth column. What are the entries having non-zero numbers?
1, 3, 4.
1, 3, 4. Okay. Then what are the entries in the fourth row having non-zero entries?
1, 3, 4.
1, 3, 4. Now make all the combination. That is, first take this 1, then 3, then 4. 1, 1 and then 1, 3, 1, 4 and 3, 3, 1, 3, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 4, 1, 4, 1 and 4, 3 and 4, 4. Okay. Okay. Now form a matrix. 1, 1 already it is 1 and 0. 1, 3 is 1 and 1, 4 is 1. Okay. And the second row, there is no element start with 2. See, therefore, second row we can write as it is 0, 1, 0, 0. Then third row. In the third row, we have a 3, 1, right? In the 3, 1, in the previous matrix 3, 1, it is 0. See, therefore, we make it as 1. This is 1 and 0 because there is no 3, 2. See, therefore, put 0 here. And 3, 3. 3, 3 is in the previous matrix it is 0, but 3, 3 in the new matrix it should be 1. See, therefore, it is 1. And 3, 4 already it is 1. See, therefore, put 1. 4 comma 1. 4 comma 1 is 1, and 4 comma 2 is not there, so therefore put 0, and 4 comma 3 is 1, and 4 comma 4 is 1. Okay, now see, this is the final matrix. Okay, this is the final matrix due to Warshaw's algorithm. From the matrix, we can see that the given relation is a transitive relation. Okay, now what is our W4? Our W4, which is W4 is 1 0 1 1, and then 0 1 0 0, 1 0 1 1, and then 1 0 1 1. See, this is the matrix. From the matrix, what is your transitive closure? See, that notation for transitive closure is R plus. R plus. Look at this. 1 comma 1. 1 comma 1th position is 1. See, therefore 1 comma 1 is there. And then, see, this is first row, third column. This is 1 comma 3. See, therefore this is 1 comma 3. And the first row, fourth column. See, therefore 1 comma 4. Second row, second column. See, therefore 2 comma 2. Okay, third row, first column. See, therefore 3 comma 1, and 3 comma 3 comma 3, 3 comma 4. Okay, and the fourth row, first column. See, therefore 4 comma 1, and 4 comma 3, and 4 comma 4 comma 4. Okay, you can verify that this relation is transitive relation. Why? Because look at this, 1 comma 1, and then if I take the composition with 1 comma 3, then 1 comma 3 will be there. Similarly, 1 comma 1, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 4 is already there. Okay, this relation is what is that? Transitive relation. Here, look at this, 3 comma 3, that composite with 3 comma 4, which gives 3 comma 4. Already 3 comma 4 is there. 3 comma 3 composite with 3 comma 4, and the composite with 4 comma 1, that becomes 3 comma 1. This element 3 comma 1 is there. Okay, see, therefore this relation is a transitive relation. Guys, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? Shall I give the next problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. See, next problem. Using the Warshaw's algorithm, find the transitive closure of the relation R given by MR, which is equal to, this is 1 0 0 1, and 0 1 0 1, and 0 0 0 0 1, and 1 0 0 0. Okay, please do it. See, what is your W0? Your W0 is that is initial matrix is MR. Initial matrix is MR. Okay, and this is your WK minus 1. The position of ones in kth column. Yeah, and the position of ones in kth row, and new position of ones, and this is your WK. This is your WK. Okay. Yes. Let me start with this. Here it is K, and put 1 here. Now first go to the matrix. Right, I'll draw the line. It will be easy. Yeah, tell me what are the position having non-zero entries? The first column. First column
1,
is
4.
1, 4. Okay, this is 1, 4. 1, 4. And in the first row, that is also 1, 4. Okay, see therefore this is 1, 4. See therefore the new combination is 1, 1 and 1, 4. Okay, and 4, 1 and 4, 4. So this is the combination. Okay, now write the matrix. See 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, but 4, 4 is 0 here. Okay, 4, 4 is 0. See therefore we have to make that as 1. So first row is, what is the first row? 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, I'll write it here. 1, 0, 0, 1. And the second row is 0, 1, 0, 1, because there is no change in the second row. And third row is also there is no change. 0, 0, 1 and 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay. See, this is the new matrix now. This is a new matrix. We just break this. Okay, now come to the step number 2. Step number 2. Yeah, consider this matrix as the initial matrix. Then come to the column number 2. What is the number? What is the position in the second column having non-zero number? 2. Okay, in the row, in the second row, what are the elements having non-zero number?
2,
Or what
4.
are 2, 4? Very good. 2, 4. Now make the combination. That is 2, 2 and 2, 4. See, therefore, from the matrix, you look at this. Whether 2, 4 is 1. Yes, 2, 4 is 1. And 2, 2 already is 1. See, therefore, there is no change in the matrix. Straight away we can write 1, 0, 0, 1. And here this is 0. 2, 2 is already 1. See, therefore, 1, 0, and 2, 4. This is 1. Okay, and 0, 0, 0, 1. And the fourth column is 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, then come to the stage 3 or step 3. Come to the column number 3. Is there any non-zero number? Is there any non-zero number in the third column?
No, sir.
No. See, therefore there is no position. And is there any non-zero entry in the third row? Of course, there is an element, but we don't have a first combination. See, therefore there is no combination here. See, then we write the previous matrix as the initial matrix. So this is 1, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 1, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 0, 0, 1. So this is the W3. Okay, then come to the stage number 4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, fourth column. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and fourth row. 1, 4. Okay, now make the combination, that is 1, 1, 1 and 1, 4. Then 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 4. 3, 3, 1 and 3, 4. And 4, 1 and 4, 4. So this is the new entries we have to make as 1. Okay, then 1, 1 is already 1. So therefore put 1, and 1, 4 already 1. So therefore this is 0, 0, 1. Then 2, 1. Look at this. 2, 1 is 0. In the new step, we have to make this as 1. So therefore this is 1 and 1, 0, and this is 1. 3, 1, here it is 0, but in new position it is 1. So therefore put 1 and 0, 0. 3, 4 already 1. Make it 1. 4, 1 already 1, and 0, 0, 4, 4 already 1. See, therefore this is the uh, closure of matrix representation of closure of the given relation. So your M R plus, which is equal to W4, that is equal to 1, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, fine. Now what is your relation R? R plus. Then R plus is what? Tell me. What is your R plus?
1, 1, 1, 4.
1, 1, 1, 4. Very good. 2, 1, 2, 2, and 2, 4, and 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, and 3, 3, 4, and 4, 1, and 4, 4. See, this is your transitive closure. You can verify that it is a transitive, closure. Or in other words, it is a transitive relation. This relation is a transitive relation. Okay. Is that clear? Is it clear? Okay. With this